Hey guys, Dave here. Hey, we're going to take a look at the doing the review for the HTC One M9, brand new phone. You can pick it up at your Sprint store as early as April 9th, or have it pre-ordered and sent to you a little sooner. So I did the unboxing where I went over some of the details about the phone. It's a really great phone. I came from the LG G2, but previous to that I've had HTC phones for the last 4 or 5 versions, and I'm happy to come back to the HTC. It's a good solid phone. Not a lot of plastic, it's the metal, which the worst thing about the metal is the fact that if you do drop it, it dents. It's just not an easy replace, back panel or something. So it doesn't open, so you don't have removable battery. You do have a micro SD card over here, and then you have your SIM card on this side. Volume's up and down right here, and then the power button down here, which I think I'm going to like. I've actually gotten used to it pretty well so far. Some of the other features is the tap to wake up. I've heard some people say they wish that it would wake up when it's laying down, but as you just saw there, it woke up for me, so I haven't had that issue. It comes with the blink feed as normal. It's got the new home sense. The interesting thing about that is you have your home being out and being at work, and your apps will come up depending on what you normally do. So the more apps I use at home, those apps will pop up on my screen. But if I switch over to what I do when I'm at work, they might change around to what I would do when I'm at work, or what apps I would use. The other thing that's kind of cool is the suggestion apps. These suggest apps. I think the longer I'll use the device, the more likely these apps will be towards what I do, as I'm continuing to download more apps and use different apps. And then you got your downloads, whatever you might download. And then I'm not too familiar with the M8. I didn't get it, which I wish I would have waited like I did for this one. But the pull down menu kind of threw me off at first, because I really like how the pull down menu kind of seems like when you pull it down, you can still see your background just fine, kind of transparent, but then you pull down again, you get into these other settings, the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data, all that kind of stuff, the brightness, and you can always adjust those. I had a hard time trying to find the flashlight, and I realized that it was only in here. I couldn't find it as far as just an app on here. So the pull down, the app drawer is a up and down. I downloaded that flashlight, by the way. You can go up and down with it. It's very responsive, just like all the HTCs have been. A lot of apps have been running really well. If I'm running a high processing app, then the phone can get a little warm. Not uncomfortably warm, but it seems like its heat sink is through its metal back, so that might actually help it from not having your device get too hot in your hands, or overheating to where it has to turn off. The battery life has been okay. I realized the first 24 hours I had the phone, I had it on complete brightness, 100%, which kind of burned up the battery a little bit more than normal. I went into the settings and looked at the battery, the power, and I didn't see the display show on here. Like, it shows me everything else, but it didn't show me where the display is. It tells me what the screen off and screen on battery history is, but it didn't show how much the display is using. So it's got power saver modes and so forth. It comes with Lollipop straight out of the box. No, I wasn't getting into that. It has a big thing this time around is its themes. I haven't gotten too far into the themes, but you can change your themes to your phone. They give you a bunch of free ones that you can check out. They change the icons, that how your phone looks, the backgrounds. It can change the sounds of notifications and everything. So there's quite a few. I actually not sure if there's paid ones. I haven't seen any of these at cost. They all say they're free. So I'm sure there's some paid ones out there. It's got the 20 megapixel camera on the back, sapphire lens. The camera's been taking pretty good photos. A couple things going on there is you got the panorama, the selfie, and the regular camera mode, and you can add other modes such as that catches the depths of field, kind of like the M8 could with the 2 cameras. You just have to take 2 pictures. It's got a photo booth, and then it has a split capture, front camera and back camera. The quality of the camera, it comes at 1080p for normal recording, and you actually have to change it if you want to go with that 4K. So they got 4K recording, but its default is on full HD, so just keep that in mind. Some of the other things, I did run the Antutu benchmark. I'm not going to run the whole benchmark now, but I will show you the results. You had to download the 64-bit. Of course, it's not showing me. It was placed up here in pretty close to the 50,000 above basically everything on this list. Or it was 49,000, I believe. So as far as, I don't know if everybody looks at these tests or not, but it's just something to give you info on is how well it ranked. All the apps that it comes with, I've installed quite a few on here already, so just checking it out. I'll be installing ROMs later on and can give you a better breakdown of what each of those come with. It does have a kid mode on here. It has Zoe still to transform your pictures into a nice little collage, I guess you could say. So as far as the phone goes, it's a solid phone. It works very fast. It's got a good screen on it. I do like the camera. The front facing camera, even though it doesn't have a flashlight or flash on it, still does really well. The camera does have a macro setting, HDR of course, and different. You kind of got to play with the phone a little bit if you want that perfect shot, but it does have the high megapixels. The one thing I didn't like about it is when you zoom in on a picture, it does a blur effect to help it possibly look better. I really don't like it as far as how it kind of makes it all blurry. I'd rather it be sharp image. You probably can play in the settings for that too. So, but as far as the phone goes, I definitely like it. I'm gonna love when I root it here soon, and I'll make a how-to on that and then start checking out some ROM. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Always appreciate the likes, and come back for more videos. Thanks.